Hey, what's up, guys? Your boy OG Black with Tuesday Prison Protocol. Now, remember, smash, like, hit that little OG button on the bottom, get subscribed to the channel. Remember, watch the Patreon and the PayPal. Shoot it, send the money. Cash App and everything is on the descriptions below. Now, guys, today with Prison Protocol, remember, I'm trying to teach you guys not to get in this life and report on things that I know of in Mexico and all that. And the honest truth is, guys, I want you out of this life at the end. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you a story with Prison Protocol today, and I'm gonna give it to you guys rough, rugged, and raw today. 5 things not to do in prison with other races if you're a Southsider, a Sureño, or a Mexicano. Okay, this is just the basics for you Chicano kids if you ever end up going to prison in county. But usually when you get to county and you go to prison, you're already schooled. So this is for the people that want to know. Now, one rule that as a homie or a Southsider or as a Sureño or just being on the ride alone is that you can't eat with others. And when I mean others, I mean blacks, Asians, anybody who isn't a Southsider, really. You can share a meal with a white. You could share a meal with a paisano, but the honest truth is they don't want you sharing meals with Asians or blacks or Samoans or of any other race. Now, some people ask me, well, OG Black, is it true that you have black Sureños? 100% we do. And I'll give you an example on this YouTube community. Neil Dazad. Neil Dazad is a black Sureño. Now, if you guys ain't subscribed to Neil Dazad's show, subscribe. My boy Neil Dazad is an awesome show. He spits nothing but facts. He isn't phony. He isn't fake. He isn't gonna kiss your ass or any of that stuff. He might beat your ass, but he ain't gonna kiss it. Okay? He is a perfect example of what a good Southside solid homie is. Okay, if you guys don't know about the show, check it out. Neil Dazad. Boy's with it. A lot of people don't like him. Oh well. Here's the other version. Someone like JD. Prison Break Raw. Now, JD would be a good example of a white homie. Now, people are saying, well, they're other races. Yeah, but they're Southsiders. Now, I'm going to go out in the limb and Neil Dazad, don't get mad, Zod. Alright, I'm going to tell you the truth. If we were in prison, I wouldn't eat with you. And I'm going to tell you why. I just wouldn't want to be frowned upon the homies. You know what I mean? Some of the homies in there, the older fools like Topo and all these other fools, they might trip on that. Or Daryl and all them. So I'm going to be okay. So what I'm going to do is if we were out kicking it, we could eat. You could smash, you could do whatever. But in the pinta, that's just one thing I won't do. I don't care what anyone says. They don't like it. And I'm not changing the rules in prison, okay? Now, JD is another version of someone you could eat with in prison. JD's a perfect homie. He's not a snitch. He's not only been to state prison, he's been to federal prison. He's got a good little background on him. A lot of people don't like him because he's white and he's different and he gives it to you with a dick of reality, like he says. Oh well, JD is who JD is. Now those are perfect examples of homies that you could eat with. You know what I mean? Now I'm going to give you an example of someone you couldn't eat with. Parayang, Per Young, or the Pare Young show. Parayang. Okay, he's a Filipino, but he did not run Southsider. Okay, he ran, let's just say, he's a gangster. I'm not saying he didn't run Southsider. Let me retake that back. You know, what I know from Parayang, I'm not going to speak out of my ass. I almost spoke out of my ass right now. I'm going to reverse it. We're not going to use you, Parayang, as an example. Because you know what? I think I would eat with you. Alright? Even though the homies would frown upon it. But you know, he's a homie, dog. He's with the business. He doesn't mess around. You know, a lot of people don't like him for whatever reason. And that's on them. You know what I mean? But the homie's solid. And he is what he is. But I'll give you an example of someone. You know, Neil Dazad was one of them. And we'll leave it at that. Now, here's another thing you don't want to do in prison. Number 3. Okay? You do not, and you do not, and you do not want to walk in your sandals, in your shower shoes as they are called, okay? From the shower to your room. This is what you do not do. Okay, I don't know what they do in protective custody or whatever, but in GP you do not do that. Okay? That's number 3. Okay? Number 2. Okay? What you don't do in prison, okay? You don't let anybody know the address of your wife. You don't let anybody really see the pictures of your wife or your family or your kids. Okay, I've seen beautiful families broken up in prison because of guys. I've seen guys stab guys over their wives in prison. I've seen guys stab guys over their daughters in prison. I've seen guys kill their cellie before. When I was in Salinas Valley on the 3 yard, and everybody knows about this. A toker from East Side. I'm not gonna say from where, but from East Side. He's from that LA set. Stabbed the shit out of fucking out of Little Chocolate from Tortilla Flats for sending his wife letters and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Guys, that situation with that is, it is what it is. If you're going way out of your way like that, then it is what it is. Prepare yourself to get stabbed. I don't have really anything to say about that because that wasn't my business. But I will say this though: if you ain't fucking handling your business, then somebody else will. You know what I mean? And that's the truth. Okay, and the number one thing you do not do in prison, all right? This is the number one thing you do not do in prison, guys. And I very much, I would advise this to anybody in any position going to prison, whether it be for a long time, a short time, a stint in the prison. One thing I would not do, okay, guys, and this is something I would not do, okay? I wouldn't show any signs of weakness. And people are like, wow, that's a big parameter, OG Black. I'm trying to help you guys out. I'm trying to give you the realness. I wouldn't show any weakness. Okay, if someone's got to go, they got to go. You go with the flow, guys. Never go against the grain. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If there's 10 people, okay, and 7 of them vote that homie down the fucking thing, down the block, homie is a piece of shit, then that's what's gonna go and what's gonna win. Okay? If 8 motherfuckers say, hey, you know what? It's time for homeboy to go. It's time for homeboy to go. But if 5 say it, you go with the flow. Never go against the grain. Going against the grain will cost you your life. And a lot of people are saying, what does the grain mean? The grain is something we value very much in prison. Okay, the grain is something that you don't go against, that you fight for, that you stay positive about. The grain is what is ingrained in you, what your morals and standards are, right? But our morals and standards go out the window when we go to prison. You got to stick to the G code, the grain, as some people call it. Now, you could go against it and you guys might win. You go to the back, which is the hole or the shoe, and you could talk it out to the big homies like JD said, and maybe they'll listen. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just stick a 12-inch fucking rebar in you about that big through your chest. Who knows? Guys, this channel, I've made it so you guys hear the experiences of my life. What I've gone through. Not nobody else's. Okay? This channel is for you guys to realize what happens. Going to prison, guys, this is what happens. So you young kids want to know. You lose your wife, you lose your girlfriend, you lose your mom, you lose your brother, you lose your family, all wrapped into one. Okay? You go to prison, your wife goes and fucks some other guy, gets pregnant, the same shit you would do if she was in prison. Okay? So don't think she's special, guys, because she's not. Alright, homeboy? Sorry to break it to you, that little golden little angel you got sitting at home, yeah, she's someone else's golden little angel sometimes too. I'm not the one to lie to you guys. You know, smash, like, subscribe, share this, send this out to your friend. Tell them, look at this idiot right here. This guy really tells you how it goes. Through my experience. I hope you guys enjoy this. Your boy OG Black, man. I have a pretty bad night, pretty bad morning. You know, but don't forget, guys, you're all blessed. It's your boy OG Black, and I'm out.